It was an ordinary sunny day in Peppa Town. The birds chirped, the flowers swayed, and George was busy chasing a ladybug. Peppa Pig was lounging on a picnic blanket, nibbling on a carrot stick. All seemed perfect. But as everyone knows, in Peppa Town, chaos is never far away. Suddenly, the sky darkened. The sun disappeared behind ominous green clouds, and a foul stench wafted through the air. "You, who cut the cheese?" said Daddy Pig, holding his nose. "That's not cheese, Daddy," cried Peppa. "It smells like zombies." Out of nowhere, a horde of groaning zombies emerged from the bushes. They were not your typical zombies, though. They were oddly familiar. "Mummy Pig?" Peppa squinted. "Why is that zombie wearing your apron?" "Oh no!" Mummy Pig gasped. "It's Zombie Pig! And he's drooling on my favourite tea towel!" Zombie Pig groaned. "Brains! Or bacon!" Peppa screamed, "We have to save the world! And more importantly, my snacks!" Peppa knew she couldn't fight the zombie horde alone. She rounded up her best friends. "Rebecca Rabbit, are you in?" "I'm in, but can we stop for carrots on the way?" "Susie Sheep, are you ready?" "Always. But do zombies like wool?" Asking for a friend. "Pedro Pony, you coming?" Pedro yawned. "Sure. After my nap." "No time for naps," Peppa shouted. "The world is ending, and it smells like socks left in Daddy Pig's gym bag." Daddy Pig protested. "That's harsh, Peppa." With her team assembled, minus Pedro, who fell asleep standing, Peppa and her friends devised a plan. Peppa's first stop was Grandpa Pig's shed. If anyone had tools for a zombie apocalypse, it was Grandpa Pig. "Grandpa, we need weapons," Peppa declared. Grandpa Pig handed her a rake, a bucket, and a squeaky rubber chicken. Are you sure these will work?" asked Susie. "Of course," Grandpa Pig said confidently. "Nothing scares zombies more than bad chicken impressions." Peppa and her friends armed themselves. Rebecca grabbed the rake, Susie took the bucket, and Peppa held the squeaky chicken. "This is ridiculous," George muttered, holding a frying pan. "Let's move out," Peppa declared. "Adventure awaits." The gang marched toward the park where Zombie Pig and his horde were terrorizing the swings. A zombie was trying to eat a rubber tire. "Stop right there, you slimy sacks of stench!" Peppa yelled. The zombies turned, drooling green goo. "Charge!" shouted Peppa. She squeezed the rubber chicken. It let out a deafening squeak! The zombies recoiled in terror. "It's working!" Susie yelled, flinging the bucket onto a zombie's head. Rebecca used the rake to trip one, and George whacked another with the frying pan. "This is surprisingly fun!" George giggled. Just as they celebrated their victory, the ground rumbled. From the shadows emerged the zombie leader, Zombie Madame Gazelle. "Children!" she roared. "Detention! Forever!" "Oh no!" cried Rebecca. "She's scarier than when we forget our homework." Peppa gulped. "We need reinforcements." At that moment, Daddy Pig arrived holding a plate of cookies. "Who wants snacks?" The zombies stopped and sniffed the air. "Cookie!" They groaned. "That's it!" Peppa shouted. "Cookies are the answer!" The gang worked quickly. George distracted the zombies with frying pan flips, Susie danced to confuse them, and Rebecca set up a cookie conveyor belt using the rake. Peppa handed out cookies like a champion. "One for you, and not too many for you, Zombie Gerald. You've got crumbs all over your face." As the zombies munched on cookies, their groaning turned to giggling. They weren't zombies anymore. They were just hungry friends. Zombie Madame Gazelle took a bite and smiled. "Well done, children. You've passed today's lesson. Teamwork and snacks save the world." Back in Peppa Town, the sun returned and the green clouds disappeared. Everyone gathered for a picnic to celebrate. "Peppa, you were amazing!" Susie cheered. "Thanks," Peppa said, munching on a cookie. "All in a day's work," Daddy Pig laughed. "Next time, let's save the world before lunch. I'm starving!" And with that, Peppa and her friends laughed, knowing they had saved the day. With cookies, courage, and just a little bit of chaos. The end.